least. Well, at least for me anyway. So let's jump right into nutrition. So I'm going to paint a picture of you for you in regards to health in America. Some prophetic pictures from Donald Trump and from Bobby Conner, who I believe is a prophet. So President Trump said on December 12th, 2018, not only do we have drugs and crime pouring into our country, we have disease. If we don't get our borders secured, we are putting the health of our people at risk. Yesterday, I saw that there is a flesh-eating bacteria in the Gulf of Mexico that has killed one man. There was a flesh-eating disease in Tybee Island where you could not go in the water just a couple of weeks ago. I saw yesterday that fentanyl, which illegal immigrants are bringing over here, have been arrested in Georgia and have been arrested in New York in a massive scale. Fentanyl killed 19 people, has killed 19 people in the last week in Boston. So this is what Donald Trump is saying. If we are not careful, this is what's going to happen. Now listen to what Bobby Conner has to say. This was said November, 1 month before Donald Trump released this. He says, yes, the healer is Christ the King. However, I was shown that God would reveal insights to healing. Pray fervently for this breakthrough. The devil desires to release death, plagues, and disease on a scale not seen before. We need this divine wisdom to be imparted in the area of medicines because there is coming a super germ. There is coming, he says, a super germ, and our present day drugs will not work well against them. As he goes on to say, as Christ followers, we have been given great authority over sickness and death, and it's time to utilize that power. And he references Luke 10:19. And he says this, many doctors will begin to utilize both prayer and medicines. God will release insights to leaves and plants that contain medicines that will be beneficial to many. So let's break this down. Both Donald Trump and Bobby Conner are releasing a warning to us. And it wasn't just these two. These prophetic words, they're popping up, and when I see them, I tag Lauren or I send it to her. People all over are beginning to say the enemy wants to release plagues. The enemy wants to release plagues. Look at California, their homeless population. They're starting to see things like the Black Plague because of their homeless situation. It's happening, and it's happening right now. So this is a now word and a future word. God says the prudent see danger, and they prepare themselves. So I have just told you what could be coming down the pipe. Now it's our responsibility to prepare and to prepare others. And I believe a big portion of that is activating you in your health. Because here's what happens. When we don't eat properly, when we expose ourselves to sugars, we are like what Proverbs says, we are a city defenseless, without walls, because sugar causes your immune system to stop working for 5 hours after every time you consume it. So you are a city left defenseless when you consume it. So what happens when we come into contact with a plague? Thank God we have Jesus Christ, and we can stand on the word.